Hey, what up, guys? It's Ryan with Brainstorm. So now you're kind of getting into angles, right? And so an angle, you probably instinctively know what an angle looks like, and this is what it is. It's basically two rays that connect at one endpoint, right? So you have like maybe you'll have a ray like this, and there'll be another ray here, and they'll connect at this endpoint. And the endpoint is called a vertex, right? So every angle sort of rotates around the vertex, and that'll be a single point. And so, how do you name angles, right? So you're like looking at this, and you don't want to be like, "Hey, man, what's the measure of that angle over there on the left side?" And so they name them, and usually it's named by 3 points, right? You can have like maybe points like this, B, A, and C, and you'll say this is angle, right? You'll draw a little angle, BAC, and when you follow the letters, it traces around the angle. So you have B, A, C. Interestingly, the same exact angle can also be named starting with a C. It can be C, A, B. But the vertex has to be in the middle when you're naming it. This is not angle. This is wrong. You can't say this picture is angle CBA, because if I tracked from CB to A, it'd be C to B to A. It'd be somewhere up here. That is not right. So this is wrong. The vertex, the letter in the middle, is the vertex, right? And so that's what angles are. And interestingly, all measures are given, oh, excuse me, all angles are given a measurement, and that's like measured in degrees. And they're like, this could be 32 degrees. And what does that mean? It comes from the notion that a circle is 360. So if you think about it like this, here's a circle, right? And your angle is somewhere on that. And let's say it always starts here, right? So here's the bottom part of your angle. If you brought it up to here, this would be some part of 360, right? A whole circle's 360. So I don't know how much this is, but it's definitely less than this. It's less than all these. And so the key measurements around the circle are when you have exactly up and down, this is 90 degrees. This is 180 degrees, this is 270, and this is going to be 360. And for the purposes of this lesson, it's only going to be on the top half. So obviously, if your bottom part of your angle is always here, and as you go higher up, it's more degrees, right? This could be, I don't know, looks around 45. Well, this angle would be much larger. You could have an angle all the way to here, and it could even be greater than 90. So that would be a huge angle here, right? And so that's what these measurements come from. They're degrees, and they're always part of the 360 degrees, which is a total circle. And mathematicians, or math nerds like me, pretty much break angles into three categories and then a fourth, right? And so when we kind of drew that picture, you could see that some angles fall less than 90 degrees, some fall at 90 degrees, some larger. So they start to name these, right? And so this is what it is. An acute angle, right? An acute angle is any angle that is less than, we'll call it like this, less than 90 degrees. And it looks like this, right? If 90, I'll draw, if 90 is an exact corner like that, well then this angle will be smaller than that. It'd be less than 90, right? So it could be 89, it could be 72, it could be 33. Anything less than 90 degrees is called acute, right? Well then obtuse is anything that's greater than, we'll call it greater than 90 degrees, right? And so, again, if you picture 90 degrees being a corner like this, well, this would be more open than a corner, something like that. And again, obtuse has to be bigger than 90. It could be 91, 92, it could be 112, it could be 150, anything that is bigger than 90 is obtuse. And then you can probably kind of imagine that, well, anything that is exactly 90 has a name. So a right angle, call it like this, is equal to 90 degrees on the spot, and it looks like a corner, like a perfect corner. And usually it's designated. They'll because it's kind of hard to tell, is this 90 or is it 89.9? They'll tell you by putting a little box right here. That proves that yes, this is a right angle. This is exactly 90 degrees. And the last one that's kind of not everybody brings up is it's called a straight angle. And it is basically open, so this is equal to 180 degrees. You wouldn't even think of it as an angle because it looks like this. It's a perfect straight line around 3 points, and this is 180 degrees. Interestingly about obtuse, I said anything greater than 90 is obtuse. What about 10,000 degrees, man? No, I mean bigger than 90 but less than 180. So this is larger than a corner, but it's still less than a flat line like this. So these are the four. Acute, anything less than 90, obtuse, anything greater than 90, right, exactly 90, right angle, And then a straight angle is a flat line like that. So that's kind of the intro to angles, right? They have a measurement, and they're going to have some degrees, and that degrees is going to tell you how open it is, how wide open the angle is, right? And that's how we kind of differentiate them. And then we get into these naming so we can tell right away. Oh, look, there's an acute angle, an obtuse angle, a right angle, a straight angle. So that's it. You're starting to get into angles. Congratulations, man. You're growing up. You're getting into the big leagues. All right. Good luck.